Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Well, I haven't done a little study for a while and need to get back at it. I do these on Saturdays, on Shabbat. And for those of you that are questioning it, number one, today that I'm filming this, it's not actually Shabbat. I do it during the week and set it up to post on the weekends. And I don't monetize it either, so I'm not making any money off of these. For those of you that are not interested in this topic, then feel free to just skip on to the next video. You will not offend me at all. Wanted to talk about how God the Father uses us in ways that, we sometimes think that, well, how can he use me? I'm such a broken, weak person. I've got all these things that I've done in my past. I'm such a horrible sinner. How can he use me? I'm not some great prophet or some great theologian. I mean, there's so many people out there that are so much better, capable of doing his good works than, why would he choose me? Have you ever thought about all the characters in the Bible, the different people, and actually really thought about their stories? I can't think of any of them that were perfect, other than Yeshua. I can't think of any of them that did not, at some point in their life, commit some of them especially, some pretty serious sins. I mean, what we would consider pretty serious sins. And every time the Father still chose to use them for his will. And I'm sure there were many of them were thinking, why me? Man, I'm kind of a crummy person sometimes. Why would he want to choose me? I don't have the answer to that. But I do know that Isaiah 40:29 says that he gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Which means that, even when we think that we're just no good, we're just not something that he could use because, we're weak, we're broken, we're kind of messed up. We've got this past, we've got all these baggage, this sin in our life, and he probably would want someone that's righteous and holy all the time. Well, the truth is that doesn't exist. And he will choose to use us in ways that kind of can blow your mind. And, you think about, look at, a lot of these characters in the Bible that went against God's will, that, had done some pretty sinful things in their lives. Every one of them, David, Moshe, on and on. But yet he still used them. He still saw the good in them, saw the strength in them, because it was through him that they had strength. And, we forget that so many times. We see ourselves as, we're just this weak individual. We're not really knowledgeable in the Bible. We have this baggage in our life. We've done this thing in our past, and it's probably, he should probably choose someone else. He should probably, work through someone else because, I'm just not a, good enough person to do this. Don't buy that lie. Myself, I think of this all the time. I've got sin in my life. There's not a day that goes by that I don't sin. I mean, I try not to, but I do. I mean, that's what we are. We have a sinful nature. We have this lawless nature to us. And even though we try to love him and try to, obey his commands, we fail. Unless there's someone out there that I'm not aware of that's got it down perfect, I'm going to assume that we all fail. We all fall short of the glory of God. So, when you start to feel that, this calling that maybe I should be doing this with my life, or maybe I should go talk to this person, or maybe I should, reach out in this way or that, or any different thing that you feel that maybe he's laid upon your heart. Being a leader in your home is one of them. I've heard, men say that, I just don't feel that I'm worthy enough to lead my children, or to lead my wife in prayer and in study and stuff, because of all the things that I've done in my life. But through him, you will be made perfect. You will be made whole. You will be made holy. So don't buy into that lie that because of your faulty, wicked ways, that makes you, unworthy. I remember a while back, I was speaking to someone, and they had always felt this calling to a certain type of ministry for people that, had gone through, abuse and in their lives. And that's what they wanted to start, this kind of, reaching out and helping people that had gone through, tragedies and abuse through their life, whether childhood or adult. But they told me, they said, I just, the things that I've gone through, I've gone through this nasty divorce, and I'm not living the life that I really want to live, spiritually. I feel like I'm trying, but I feel like I'm just not there. And I just don't feel like it's right for me to try to go out and help other people, because I myself am just, not where I think I need to be. And I said, don't look at it that way. If he is calling you to do something, if he is saying, you need to go over to your next door neighbor and you need to offer to pray with them, or you need to, go down and volunteer at this homeless shelter, or help out in your community in other ways, or something like, whatever it is, then you just need to do it and not worry about, whether or not you're worthy enough to do something like that. I don't think you have to have a degree from some seminary to know enough of his word to get out there and do his good works. Now, of course, we have to take our own responsibility to study and to be prayed up and to be following his commands as best as we can. But don't fall into this mindset that you're just not worthy enough. I'm just not good enough to do the things that he wants me to do. So I'll just, I'll sit back, because I'm sure he's going to find, that person that's way more, doing the things that he's, commands us to do. That they're just an all around better person than I am. Don't sit back and do that, because it may be something that you are capable of, specifically that he sees in you, that he needs you to do it. So don't sell yourself short. Don't cut yourself short because you think you're unworthy, because you think that you're not good enough, because through him you will find strength. Through him you will find power, no matter how weak and broken you are. And like every other time I make one of these videos, I'm really saying this to myself. It's something I have to remember also. I think that all the time, that, someone, asks me something about, scripture or something, and inside I'm like, I don't know enough, so should I even help, or should I even, offer, what I think, because, maybe I just don't know enough. Maybe they should go ask someone else that knows better. It's okay. It's okay. Don't go around acting like you know everything. But it's okay to through him take up that banner of whatever it is that he has laid upon your heart, and don't go around feeling that you're constantly weak and broken, because through him you are not. And don't lose out on that. Don't lose out on that blessing. You don't know what blessing lies ahead of you just by following the path that he's laid out for us. All right, that is my quick word for the day. Thank you all for watching. Continue to remember and many of you know who I'm talking about. Jamie Bauer in prayer. Uh, they have her and her husband have probably the best homesteading channel on YouTube, an American Homestead. And she was recently found out that her cancer is now at stage 4, and she's not doing too good, and she needs to be lifted up. So all you prayer warriors out there, please remember her. All right. Thank you all for watching. You guys have a blessed day. Shalom.